Hey folks, this is Vincent Adelie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Fugitive. This is a two-player card game that takes about 15 minutes to play and not recommended for ages 13 years or younger, although I've seen this game before and it's just cards, so if you have a gifted 8-year-old, feel free to let them play this. This is a deduction game where one player is going to be playing as the fugitive and the other player is playing as the marshal. The fugitive is going to be laying down cards in this row in an attempt to play card number 42. They start the game with card 42. And you start off at 0 though, so you have to work your way up from 0 all the way up to 42. And I'll explain how that happens later. It's worth mentioning before we begin, we've never played this before. So as I always say, might get a wrong or two, but we're here to spread awareness, have some fun, show off some really cool games. The fugitive will start the game with the 1, 2, and 3 card, along with the 42. The 42 has no back because once you play it, that's it. And the fugitive will always have this card, and the fugitive will also start the game with these cards here. Now you'll note that some cards have like 1 footprint on them and some have 2. These cards have 2 uses. These will serve as face down hideouts so that the fugitive can secretly go up the track here, and you're going to be playing these face down like so. Okay, and the marshal's going to be trying to guess these numbers as I do that through process of elimination. And again, I'll explain how that works later. But primarily, the fugitive is going to be playing these cards down to try and reach 42. They can also, instead of playing it as the hideout number, so instead of playing this as a 3, I can attach this footprint to another hideout, face down as well, to give myself extra range. What do I mean by extra range? Well, whenever the fugitive plays a card, it must be 1, 2, or 3 higher than the existing hideout. So the only number that I can play from here is a 1, a 2, or a 3. That's it. 3 higher than 0 is 0. However, if I attach, say, this 1 footprint card to it face down, ignore the number. Let's just say that I play this in addition to the number 4. I could play the number 4 face down with this also face down to show that I've moved one extra step. So I can give myself more numbers as I go. I can increase the amount of steps that I take in one action by attaching footprints to it. If I play a card by itself, that's an indicator to her that it's either going to be 1, 2, or 3 higher. If I play a footprint card with it, that means I've sprinted and gone faster than the 1, 2, or 3 that I would be able to typically play. But all of these cards are going to be played face down, so she doesn't know how or what cards are being played or how far along I actually am. That's the general gist of it. There are 3 decks in the game, and they are comprised of these numbers here. The running deck, which is the first one on the left there, is numbers 4 through 14. So these are 4 through 14 right here. Okay? And then you've got the card deck, which is the middle one there. That is the 15 through 28 deck. So all numbers 15 through 28 are shuffled here as well. And then lastly, you've got the airplane deck, 29 through 41. That's what this deck is right here. So you're going to shuffle each one up separately. And there are icons on the bottom left of the faces of these to sort of help you sort them quickly. Now you're supposed to set this up so that like the running one is here and the card deck is over here and the airplane, it's just neater if I do it this way. And I have this off to the side as a guide should you want to remind yourself as to what numbers are in what deck. As part of setup, again, I get the 0, 1, and 2, or I'm sorry, the 1, 2, and 3 card, along with the 42 card. And then I'm going to draw 3 cards from the run deck and 2 cards from the card deck to add to my hand so that I have them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards to add to my hand, and then 1, 2 from the card deck. Now I've got some extra numbers I can play around with when I'm thinking about what I want to play. As part of her setup, let's see if she has anything. Doesn't look like she's got anything with regards to that. On my first turn, I am going to place 2 hideouts, and I go first. So I'm going to look at my hand secretly and try and place some hideouts down. Now, she's going to keep in mind that when I play these cards, and if I play them by themselves, so I might do something like this. I'm going to place 2 hideouts, or up to 2 hideouts. So I might do something like that, and I might do something like that. So I've placed 2 hideouts. Now, what this is saying to her is this here is going to be 1, 2, or 3 higher than this number. So this is either going to be a 1, 2, or 3. This number is going to be 1, 2, or 3 higher than this number. It could be 1, 2 for all you know. You don't know. Or it could be a 3, 6. The maximum it could be is 3, 6. Had I, just for the sake of argument, played 1 card underneath it like this, I'm indicating that I'm sprinting. This is either going to be a 1 footprint or a 2 footprint, depending on the face of it. This is telling her that I've moved 1, 2, or 3 past this card, plus an additional space, 1 or 2. Because some cards have a 1 footprint on it, and some cards have a 2 footprint. Don't be confused by the 2 footprint symbol. All of them have that on their backs here. But on the actual card itself, it'll say either 1 footprint or 2 footprints.
And if it was 2 footprints?
You don't know that, but that means I could move 2 spaces. So this would mean that...
Which means that it's an added 2 number.
Yes. It's either going to be an added 1 or an added 2, but
okay.
you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay? If I did that. And your first turn is you get to draw 2 cards from any deck. So you could do 1 from here and 1 from here, or take 2 from here. It's up to you. And then you're going to guess a single hideout number, or guess multiple numbers, but all of them have to be correct for me to reveal anything. So you could guess 1 number, like, so first of all, pick 2.
I'll pick 2 from the beginning.
2 from the beginning. 1, 2. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna play these cards at all.
Yeah.
These cards are for your little board here. Mm-hmm. You're gonna cross off numbers that you see, because you know I don't have them, and they can't possibly be a hideout. There's 1 card for each number. Mm-hmm. So whatever you see there, you can cross off. And if you want to do it secretly, I won't look or whatever.
Okay, that's fine. I will never show you.
You can also write down what you've guessed so far on the notepad on the back.
That's so cute.
So that you can remember, like, what you've guessed.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to remember. I have a terrible memory.
Okay. And then I have to guess a single hideout number or guess multiple numbers.
Yes. So you could do something like this. You could do, I guess the number 2. I would look at my cards, and I can look at my cards anytime I want to, and then reveal the number 2 if it's there. If you guess multiple numbers, you get 1. Let's say you get 1 right, but you get 1 wrong. I don't have to reveal anything. Mm-hmm. Even if one of them's correct, I don't have to reveal anything. If you guess multiple numbers, they all have to be correct on the table in order for me to reveal anything.
I see.
So it's riskier to guess multiple numbers. Your goal is to flip over all of my hideouts before I reach to 42.
Seriously?
That is serious.
That's rough.
There is an end game thing called a manhunt. A manhunt is a special case, and I don't know if I can easily find it in the rule book, but manhunt. So when I get to 42 and the highest revealed number is 29, mm-hmm. you can do a manhunt. That gives you 1 last chance to keep guessing until you either win or you bust.
Oh, okay.
So you just keep guessing and guessing and guessing and guessing and guessing until you either reveal all of my stuff or you guess wrong.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As a quick note, there are shift cards that we're not using. This is the advanced mode. These are like event cards that both the both players can get, and they can play them to get some kind of advantage. One benefits the one benefits the other one. But that's the advanced mode, and we're not doing that.
So this is either a 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
And this one's either a 2, 3, or 4.
Yes. Well, no. This could be 2 through 6. If this is a 3, let's just say for the moment that this is a 3.
3.
This could be a 6 because that is within 3 of this.
Okay, so this could have been a 4,
The minimum of this is 1, and the maximum of this is 6.
Okay.
Because you can't have two of the same number.
So if this was a 2, this could only be
a 5.
A 3, 4, or a 5.
Correct.
I see. Crazy. Okay, I'm ready to guess.
Okay, so what number do you want to guess?
I'm going to guess the first card. Is that a 1?
Well, it's not first card. The nice thing is you don't have to specify a card.
Oh.
You just guess a number.
Okay, 1.
You guess the number 1.
Yes.
And that's it. All right, let's see if I have the number 1. That is correct.
Okay.
So that's good. Now you'll note this is the footprint symbol I was talking about.
Yes.
If you guess a card like this and there are sprint cards under it, those also get revealed. Whoa. And you can cross those off of your notepad as well.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
So now it is my turn.
Yes.
Because you took your first turn. Now from here on out, all other turns, I have to draw a card from any deck, then place a hideout, or instead I could draw another card from the lowest deck available. So I can either draw 1 or 2. I'm going to draw 1 card as part of my normal turn. So I'm going to take, let's see, what card is that? That is that. Okay. I am going to draw from the middle deck. And now I can either place a hideout or I can draw another card. But the problem is she's getting close to where I am, so I think I want to play another hideout. Now here's the thing. I cannot play a number lower than what this is.
You can't go backwards. You always have to go
Correct.
up.
I can only go forward.
Okay.
So this number was that. So let's do that one. All right. And as part of your normal turn, this is all other turns aside from the starting, draw a card from any deck, and then you're going to guess again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll draw from the beginning again.
The beginning? Okay.
Okay.
And now you get to guess one number or multiple numbers.
Okay. 3.
You're going to guess the number 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look at you. Okay. You were right on my heels. All right. So
where in the world? Sorry.
Yes. Copyright.
Sorry.
No. Draw a card from any deck. I'll draw one from there. And I am going to what number? I'm very forgetful. Okay, so there's that. All right, so I'm going to do that one.
That one. Okay, I'll draw a card from the beginning.
From the beginning? Okay.
Yeah.
And you can't see it, but she is crossing off numbers on her little pad.
All right.
Dry erase board, I should say.
'Let's go with 8.
8. No.
Okay.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card from the middle deck. And I am going to place that one.
Ooh, okay. This is getting nitty gritty.
I'm gonna just slide some of these off the camera field of view.
Yep.
Because
I'll draw from the beginning again.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is hard. This is a lot harder than I thought.
You got this.
5 and 7.
5 and 7, you say? Five and 7. Yeah, it's hard, you say.
It's tough.
But you're kicking my tail. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's do. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I'm sprinting.
Okay. So if they were both footprints, that means you added 4. If they were two footprints for each card?
No. The footprints on the original card do not count.
Oh,
so
okay.
This card is whatever number it is,
Plus 2.
This is either +1 or +2.
I see.
A card is either going to be a hideout or a footprint, but not both.
I see. Okay. All right, I see. All right. What happens if I guess either card?
If you guess the sprint, you're wrong. If you guess the hideout, then I reveal everything.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you cannot guess a sprint card.
Okay.
You have to guess the hideouts themselves.
Okay. Oh, do I draw a card?
Yes.
All right. Let's draw. I'll draw a middle card.
The middle card, you say? Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's do. Ooh, that sprint.
It's either going to be a +1 or +2.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like this +3. This could be like 2 higher than this, and I just simply sprinted an extra time or an extra 2 time, whatever.
All right. Let's do Now, does the original card have to be 3 higher than this one? I see.
Well, no. This card has to, without a sprint card, yes, it has to be within 3.
Yeah.
The only way to break that rule is to add a sprint card. So this number is not within 1 to 3 of that.
So this can be any single number?
Not any, within reason. It's going to be at most 5 higher than this.
Oh, okay.
Because 0 plus 3, like this can be within 3, right? The sprint gives it a +1 or a +2. So the maximum that this could be is 5 higher than this.
Oh, okay. But the sprint card could be anything.
It could be any
number.
The sprint card, again, the number, the cards are either going to be a number or a footprint. The number does not matter.
Okay.
You don't understand.
Kind of.
When I use a sprint, I ignore the number. All I care about is this symbol.
So when you're using a sprint, you're adding to this number?
Yes.
Is that
correct.
what it is?
So here's an example. Let's see if I can. Okay, so there's a 1 here and to a 7. Normally
you can't. Let's say you didn't have the 5 and 3. This is the only possible thing you can do,
yes.
right?
In order for me to play the 7, I can go up to 4, but I need 3 more sprint to get to 7. I've got 2 in my hand, 1, 2. I've got 2 sprint, but I would need 1 more sprint to get to 7.
I see.
The maximum, like I could go from 1 to 4
I see.
without a sprint. Like that's the maximum I could go. But if I want to go higher than 4, if I want to get to 7, I need 3 extra sprint.
I see.
Okay? If I was going to 5, I could only go up to 4. I need 1 sprint.
I see.
So I would attach 1 footprint to this to show that I've gone from 1 to 4 plus 1 is 5.
I see. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So in this case, let me reset everything.
Yeah.
It's difficult to grasp this without actually playing it once, and
yeah. All right, I'm gonna.
So
guess.
this card here is maximum 5 higher than this.
Yeah.
Because this could be a 1 or 2 sprint footprint. You don't know.
Yeah.
There are cards that have 2 footprint symbols on them.
I see. Okay.
It looks like the even numbers, actually. All the odds are 1 from the looks of it.
Okay. 9 and 13.
9 and 13, you say? Incorrect.
Okay.
All right, I am going to draw a card, and I'm going to draw from the middle one. And I'm going to play... Play that one.
Okay. I'll draw from the middle.
The middle deck. Mm-hmm. The middle deck goes up to 28 maximum, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 9 and 14.
You were hot on my trail. This was the number 2 card with the 2 sprint.
Oh, nice. So it's kind of, it behooves you to save the lower cards too for their sprint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's no hand limit, so...
Yeah.
So now you know I'm within 3 of this one because there's no sprint attached to it. Yeah. And I'm going to move some of these cards down so that you can... I really got to get out of there. So now I'm going to draw a card. And let's see.
Oh, the mic, sorry. I love these cards. They're so like slippery and weird.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play that one. And it is your turn.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Um. 17. Oh, I forgot to draw a card.
Yeah, you have to draw a card.
Middle card.
Middle card?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I might have to change my answer now.
Okay.
No, I'll go 17.
You're going to go 17.
Oh.
You're getting close. You reveal that, I lose. So, oof. All right, I have to draw a card first, right? Or did I do that already? I can't remember.
I don't think you did.
No. All right, draw a card, and oh boy. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'll draw from the middle.
I'm gonna draw from the middle?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. 16 and 18.
You win.
Wow! That was a guess.
Yes, it was. Good job. Yeah, unfortunately, if I was going to sprint, it would have been like to 22. I'd have to play a lot of my cards to do it. And I didn't know if I really wanted to go that route with it.
Oh, I see.
I would have been, if I had 2 options, sprint to a higher number. Mm-hmm. But if I did that, I'd have to discard like from 17 to get to 22. I'd have to maybe do a sprint of this or these 2. And I didn't want to limit my options in the future.
So 17 to 22, right?
22 would have been, the highest I could have gone is 20.
20, so you would have to add 2 footprints.
So I would have either had to have added these 2 cards or this 1 card.
I see.
to sprint twice to get to 22.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Good?
Yeah, I got it now.
All right.
That was interesting. These were the cards I had.
Yeah, I think my problem is I didn't sprint enough.
Yeah, I think sprinting would have kind of killed me.
You drew a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
That was fun.
You want me to be the other side now?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. All right, so we set up the game. I'm going to be playing as the Marshal this time, and she will be playing as the Fugitive. Probably going to do a lot better than me. I didn't even make it to that deck, which is kind of sad. So as part of setup, you're going to add cards 1, 2, and 3 to your hand, which you already have, and then card number 42 as well. You're going to draw 3 cards from this deck. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, sir.
And then 1, 2 from the card deck.
Thank you, sir.
And then you're going to place up to 2 hideouts. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but I could have sprinted as well when setting up the initial hideouts. So instead of putting a 1, 2, or 3 here, I could have put like a 5. And I'd have to put a sprint of 2 under it to make it go up to 5.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, let's do... So, okay.
So it's going to, if you put a single card here, it's going to be 1, 2, or 3.
Or higher
If you put a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever, you need to have sprint cards under it to make it go to that number.
That's right. And
you can put another hideout down if you want.
Oh yeah.
It says
up to 2 hideouts.
Place for your first turn. You place up to 2 hideouts.
Okay.
And if it's easier, I'll put the card down. We're fighting microphone.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to not knock it over. Okay, I think I'm getting it. So if I did that, okay. Okay, hold on. I have to calculate. I'm better at multiplication than
This is
adding.
either going to be a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So that means this is going to be plus 1, 2, 3, or it's going to be a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3, or plus 4 to this. In addition, wow, that could be a lot. That's a really huge leap. For my first turn, I'm going to draw 2 cards from any deck. I'll draw 1 from here and 1 from here. And then I will cross them off. All right. So this is what I'm working with so far. I am going to guess the number. Let's go with, well, that's interesting. I mean, that could be anything. I feel like revealing this would be better than revealing this because I'd get rid of a lot of cards that way. And this is either going to be, I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting that right based on what I drew. So in this one, it's going to be, if this is a 3 max, then this could be a maximum of, that would be 7 plus 4 is 11. So this at most is going to be an 11. Because the maximum here is 3. And assuming this is a 3, not that it is, but assuming it's a 3, this would be a 6. And this would be plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, at most. So, yeah, 6, so 10 maybe. All right, well, I'm thinking, you know what, let's eliminate the number 10.
10?
Yeah. And, oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
That can't be 10.
Yeah. No, it's not 10.
It can't. If it's 10, then you didn't understand the rules.
No.
So no 10. All
No
right,
10.
So I'm gonna cross that. Okay.
All right, my turn.
It is.
I'm going to pick from the third deck.
Seriously? Okay. All right.
All right.
And then you get to play another hideout, or you can draw, or you can draw another card. If you decide not to play a hideout, then you draw another card. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm going to draw a card from any deck. I'm going to choose the middle deck. And at this point, if this is a 9, I don't know if it is, but if it is a 9, I'm probably way off. I'm going to guess the number 9.
No.
No. Wow. Okay.
Hey, I'm going to draw for the middle deck. I accidentally did this.
I'm like, okay. I feel like sprinting is like, so you're doing the exact opposite of what I'm doing. I didn't even reveal anything yet, which is sad. I'm going to go with the middle deck again. And... Jeez. What if that's a 1? Then that's max 4, maybe 5, 6. Maybe she doesn't throw me off. And if that's the case, then this might be a 12 or 13. Well, this is... I see my mistake on my playthrough. I needed to sprint. Like, that whole playing one card thing just wasn't going to work. I was doomed from the gate. Wow. Okay, well, just to keep this moving, I'm going to guess 8.
8.
All right, so I've crossed off the 8 and the 10 and the 1 because I've seen those. Okay, interesting.
My turn?
Yes. That means that, yeah, go ahead and take your turn. So through process of elimination, in order to get to 8, from here, this is 3 steps. So if this was a 2, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. So if this were a 2 plus 5, so this is a 2, I think. I'm not going to guess right now, but you played.
Yeah, so it's your turn.
Yeah.
You draw a card.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Sorry.
I'm drawing that one. So I know this is a 2, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to just put a question mark next to that because to get to 8, the maximum is 5 and then 6, 7, 8. So this is a 2. And from here, this is... I'm going to guess... I mean, if it's an 11... And so I'm going to guess... I'm going to guess this is a 12. Well, any number, 12.
12?
Yeah.
So 2 and 12?
Well, no. Yeah, 2. Well, I know that's a 2 already. So yeah, 2 and 12. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Good job.
Like, I know that's a 2 because it has to be because of the way this has been laid out. All right. So 12 and 3 are gone. Interesting.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card. From the middle deck.
Middle deck.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wow, you and your sprinting. How many cards do you have left?
1.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, I'm going to draw a card. This goes up to 28, so I still think I'm safe to draw from this deck. All right. Let's guess. If this is a 15, I'm just thinking out loud. If this is a 15, then this would be like a 19. And then to get from 19 to... I think I've got it, but I'm not... I mean, this is good. That would be a Hail Mary if that were the case, based on what I drew. If this is a 15, and this is an 19 because of the one sprint, And then to get from 19 to here, it's 19 plus 3 is 22. That would be 23. I'm going to guess 15, 19, and 23. Booyah!
Yeah, nice. That was a Hail Mary for sure.
Yes. So the reason I said that was because I had 20, 21, and 22. So the only, like, I was thinking to myself, it's very likely she's got 23 here or around, because it would make sense.
Yeah, those cards helped. I had 28 in the last one.
That was good. So now that we've played this, it's that playing as the Fugitive seems a lot harder than, like, I thought with the Fugitive I'd have a chance of like winning, but I feel like the Fugitive is like doomed from the start.
If I picked from this, I would have played that on my next turn. I have no cards available, just saying.
Again, if you decide not to put a hideout down, you can just draw another card.
Yeah.
I feel like playing as the Fugitive is tough in this.
It is tough, because when the Marshal is drawing cards, he's just like eliminating stuff, and then you can really math it out. Mm-hmm. I love the Marshal.
Yeah, I like playing as the Fugitive. I just don't know if I'm playing him right, if that makes any sense.
I don't know.
So what did you think? Would you play this again?
Yes.
What did you like about it?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to calculate now with this.
I see.
Like, what could I have done differently? Oh, no, this would have been a 24, right? Because of the added sprint I put. So instead of it being...
No.
Oh, you're guessing the original number. That's
the original number was 23.
Okay.
Because 19 plus 3 is 22, and you had one sprint card, which would have been...
Yeah.
23.
So 19 and 20. Okay, yeah. So you're just guessing the original. You're not guessing the
correct. You're not guessing the sprint number.
I see.
Ignore the number. Again, a card is either going to be used as a hideout or a sprint.
Yeah.
If you're using it as a sprint, you ignore the number. You're only looking at the shoe.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I liked this game.
I did not think I was going to like this game that much. I really, really liked it. Like, really overly liked it.
The card stock is really good.
Yes.
It feels thick, which is nice, very like glossy, very
noisy. It's because it's so thick and has that like slippery.
Has that finish.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know the card term. I don't know the term for it.
It's very different from this. I like this finish too, where it's really slippery. Mm-hmm. Like if all the cards were like this, it would be less noisy, but like just as slippery. Mm-hmm. But this has like that texture, hard texture to it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that gripe about the non-erasable stuff.
This should have been a dry erase. I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to include dry erase markers in a game, look at Say Anything. Any party game that includes these usually has an eraser on the other end.
And because it's only one board, it's going to leave some black marks for sure. You know,
I've been using a napkin, so it's kind of unfortunate. Again, we didn't play with these shift cards. That may add more benefit to either side. I don't know. Discard this to peek at the top 2 cards in any deck, then choose one to keep and put the other card back on top. Or I guess as the bad guy, as the fugitive. Discard this to peek at the top 2 cards in any deck, then okay, it's the same thing. Safe house. Place this as a hideout card. Its number is 2 higher than the hideout immediately before it. If this number is guessed, reveal this hideout as normal. So this could be another, like, wild, I guess. Interesting. Crazy. So there are ways to add more variety to this, although I feel like that would be too random at that point to really be able to math things out. Because one would have to memorize all the possible combinations in order to really math it. You know what I mean? Whereas with just numbers, it's just, well, you calculate, you know, and probabilities and stuff.
Yeah. I wish this was a co-op.
I'm sure we'll figure out a way to make it happen. I just don't know what that would look like. But yeah, I liked this, and I like that it's super easy to clean up. Because like I said, each card on the bottom right has a little symbol. You just put it in their respective deck. You got farther than I did, but I think your problem is you sprinted so much. Like instead of a marathon, you turned it into like a dash, like a 20-meter dash.
I tried. But you know why? I try to do that because I knew you were getting cards and you were crossing them out. And I didn't want to turtle it because I felt like the more cards that you drew, the more you can math out possibilities.
Yeah, that was I turtled too much, whereas you sprinted way too much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, had it not been for the cards that I drew a lot from the middle deck.
Yeah.
So I was able to, like, look at all the 20s that I had. So I was able to not easily, but math it. Well, it was on here. I was able to math that your card was like either going to be this or that.
What I should have done was, I think one of the strategies is to probably pick from 2 on the lower deck and then add those. That way you would have to grab more from the middle deck and I would just have to sprint.
As the marshal, one strategy is denying cards to the fugitive. To do that, yes. If I drew from the middle deck constantly, you would have a tough time middle game trying to get anywhere without sprint cards. Whereas if I drew a lot from here, I could figure out where because you did that. In my game, you drew from here a lot as the marshal, and then you were able to keep up with me constantly because you were eliminating cards quickly. If I was able to make it to the middle / end game, I think I would have been okay. But I turtled too much to do that.
And I think for me, I probably should have drew 2 cards from here more often and left you.
What do you mean 2 cards?
Because it says for the fugitive, you don't have to place a hideout. You can just draw from the lowest deck.
Yeah, but it was close. Yeah, I mean, you could have, but then
I could have used those as sprint cards rather than grabbing from the middle and then using some of those as sprint cards.
The more you do that, though, like if you're not putting hideouts down, you're giving me time to catch up to you. So there's a risk in doing that.
Yeah.
Because if you're not putting a hideout every turn, then you're giving me pretty much an extra free guess.
But I'm sprinting. I'll be sprinting though, right?
Yeah, you're taking the risk, right?
Yeah.
If I don't guess correctly and keep up with you, then your sprint will push you really far ahead. Yeah, it's a risk reward kind of thing with mathematical probabilities.
Yeah, this is up there with Turing Machine and Arcane Shipwreck Arcane.
What?
The Shipwreck Arcana.
Our Shipwreck Arcana, yes.
And Awkward Guests. Like, I love logic puzzles like that, and this is definitely up there.
Okay. Well, that was Fugitive. I really liked it. Again, my only gripe really is the dry erase part, but other than that, it was pretty good. This is Vincent Lee. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.